Hey guys, so this is another update video. This time is for Freya. And first of all, sorry for the very late video. If you notice on my three war attack videos, you're gonna notice that I sound funny, and that is because I was pretty sick when I made the videos. And the next day after I finished making them, I was freaking terribly sick to the point that I wasn't even able to talk. So now it's better than never, guys. I sound decent right now, so let's do it now. So anyhow, every single thing that I said about Freya came true pretty much. But there is some things that we do need to talk about. First of all, her +1 awakening for getting mana. This is broken. If you haven't noticed yet, because I've seen connections of 3 purples giving more mana to reds than the purples. So how is that even? Yeah. So if you're confused or misguided by this 10 mana, this 10 mana is a bunch of mana. So don't underestimate this ability. This is a very powerful ability. On the attack, on defense, I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna show you now a small clip of a fight with Freya. Obviously she's +1, but take a look at Thor's energy. He has overload almost 50%. And there's a connection for purple for 6 stones, and he's pretty much gaining 50% mana back, and Freya is full of mana. So it's pretty crazy. That is very scary. So check that out.
Let ourselves by.
I can make it through.
Yeah, that is really bad news, guys, for people who are gonna attack teams with Freya. And the interesting thing is that you can slap her a shield weapon, like maybe at +2 or even +3, and that's gonna be pretty scary. Because if in defense she needs to have protection. She needs Antia, she needs Mildred, damage share, all the good stuff to protect her. So it's not so much required that she has to have the +5 on defense, but she does definitely need the +1, maybe the +2 to actually get more power and things like that. But the main thing is a good, powerful weapon with shields and her +1 on defense, and that's gonna be pretty scary. Yeah, because her debuff is gonna be like for 4 turns. And that could make it happen. That could make it happen. I definitely need to test her out, but for sure, I think it can work. Because as long as you have a team that has good defense, this is going to definitely work. And the amount of mana. So if you're attacking a team with Freya, you have to tiptoe. In other words, when I say tiptoe, you have to be careful not to connect the purples, not to connect the reds, because then a bunch of heroes on defense are going to fill up with mana, and that's going to be a big problem. Yeah, that's pretty scary, guys. So Freya, I think Freya's +1 is absolutely broken, in my opinion, for what I've seen. I've seen pretty crazy stuff with her. For sure with this. I've seen Loki's going off 3 times in a row with Alden teams, with Freya on the team, and things like that. That's pretty scary stuff. So I want to talk about the ability for the Rose. So the thing is that if you have many of these debuffs activated at the same time for the 4 turns, you're only able to get the overload effect once per turn. It doesn't matter if the other ones have the debuff as well. However, when she is +5, you're able to put the Rose, I can't call it a debuff because it's not a debuff anymore here. So she gets the Rose on every single hero there. The Rose stays there for the entire team, for the entire time. Let me show you now that. So yeah, she has the capability of putting the Rose on every single hero in the team. However, remember that Imagine that every single hero is full of mana, the enemy heroes. They go off, and it's going to go off from left to right. So the left one is going to go off, that one is going to get the overload. The second one to the left goes off, that's going to get the overload. And Freya's going to get the 100% mana. However, that's it. Because the third, fourth, and fifth hero is not going to get the overload there in that situation. Because this only will activate twice per turn. So that's something you have to take into account when you're actually attacking if you have her at +5. Because if you want the overload to go off, but you don't want the left ones to actually get the overload, you may just want to target the ones that you want the overload, like in the middle, the right, the third, the fourth one, the third, the fourth, and the fifth one, just to make sure. So that wanted to clear that out. Because if she is +0, you put a bunch of debuffs, it's only going to activate one of them per turn. It doesn't matter. So it's pretty much going to stay the same. But the debuff is not going to erase if it's not +5. But it's at +5, it's just going to stay there forever. And it's still going to give the overload until Freya dies. So I recommend to always give a shield weapon for Freya. Speaking of that. Alright, so let's talk about her weapon. Her weapon is pretty much the exact same weapon as Mildred in terms of the skill. However, it's for intelligence heroes. So this weapon is amazing, by the way. Why? Because a few heroes absolutely love this weapon. Cathbad loves this weapon. Deedlight here loves this weapon. He goes off every single turn when he's +5. So he definitely loves this weapon. He's gonna get that nice shield every single time he goes off there. Pretty much any hero that is fast. This hero over here he's gonna love this weapon as well. Any hero that is fast, he's gonna absolutely love this weapon. And in general, this is a very good weapon to actually use. Definitely for defense. And if you're thinking a weapon for her for good protection, this is a good option. The other weapon that you can definitely give her, let me see, Alia Staff, it's an amazing weapon. Percy weapon as well, especially when it's upgraded up to level 85. She's going to get mana 100% right off straight from the bat, starting the fight. So that's very powerful as well. By the way, Percy is this hero over here. So yeah, I definitely recommend getting her weapon if you're able to, for sure. Very, very nice. So anyhow, that's pretty much it for the update for her. Let me give you my last opinion on the Awakenings. For definitely her +1 is incredibly powerful. Very underestimated, and people that actually have her at +1, I've only heard positive things about her every single time. So yeah, if you're able to +1 her, I definitely recommend doing that. After the +1, definitely it's the +5. The +5 is absolutely insane, absolutely crazy. I don't know why the Temps would make such an incredibly powerful hero on defense like this. But remember that if you have her a +5 and on defense, you have to put protection for her, because without protection, she's going to die pretty quickly, even with her shield weapon. So you have to put protection on her, and it's well worth it. She is an incredibly powerful hero on defense at +5. Now, to my final opinion, to skip or not to skip, when I talk about skipping is if she's good at +0. At +0, if you plan to use her on your Alden team, because at +0 she is relevant on the Alden team 100%. Because when you use Alden, one of the few heroes that you hate to use against Alden Volo's team is a team that has Mildred. And remember that she's the only red cleanser in the entire game. So the ability that Alden goes off, active, and he runs out, Mildred goes off and you're forced to wait 2 turns, and if Alia's in the field, then you're dead because she's gonna go off again and again and again, and you're dead. And if you don't cleanse that damage share from Mildred, every single hero that gets taunted with that damage transfer is gonna die from damage Alden. So yeah, that is not gonna be a good option there. So definitely, if you plan to use an Alden team, you need to have Freya to be able to cleanse that damage transfer from Mildred and keep on going without having to wait the 2 turns. Right off the bat, you activate and then you go. So that's really, really important to note. But if you don't plan to use the Alden team with Freya, you can skip her. No problems, because it's at +0. Because at +0, after that, it's not enough. It's not enough, really. So yeah, you can skip her +0 if you don't plan to use her on the Alden team. But she is a very powerful hero at +1 and at +5. Alright, thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.